Yes guys, and welcome back to In Case You Missed It, the show that looks back at the world of football, football social and football. I'll work on that intro. In case you missed it, let me say this for the people in the back row. Wycombe's in the championship. Let me say it one more time. Wycombe's in the... Wait. People in the back didn't hear me. Wycombe's in the championship. Is what Akinfenwa said anyway. 2 secs. Did you say that?
Wycombe's in the championship. Wait! People in the back didn't hear me. Wycombe is in the championship.
Yeah, story checks out. Wycombe got promoted to the championship. I actually went there early on in the season. You can check out that on the road with a link popping up somewhere. I saw this graphic. I mean, how? How did Wycombe get promoted? They say stats don't lie. I think they can be a little bit misleading though. Wycombe had a game plan. They called it shithousery. And even if you don't agree, you kind of got to applaud it because it worked. But the big question is, will it work in the championship? Only time will tell, I guess. So Wycombe have gone up a level. Something else that's gone up a level, of course, is my graphic design. In case you missed it, in the previous video, we mocked up Yo-Yo Club Norwich City's kit for next season. And it's a mad thing because you never actually know who's watching these videos, but basically someone got in touch. It turned out to be Fernandinho's agent who wanted some graphic design work done. A simple brief, Man City versus Bournemouth, come on. And so ladies and gentlemen, I went to work and produced this masterpiece, which he posted on his Twitter. Obviously buzzing, verified account and that. So with that in mind, I retweeted it with a comment and shared it with my audience. Graphic design is my passion. Cheers, George. Guess he didn't like it. Doug says delete. Lemzino says, stick to the videos, G. Listen, I want to branch out, get more of a skill set. Anyway, video and graphics, they kind of combine at times. Come on, you Gunners, is this a joke or doesn't look good? Lol. I mean, I did ask for thoughts and honest feedback, and I certainly got that. Can't please everyone, I guess. Here we go, Fogden. So positive, that boy. Cheers, pal. Thank you very much. Jack told me to ignore the noise, keep going and improving. Tell you what, that's nice. Always room for improvement. I agree, Jack. Mike's my Canadian follower. Always been supporting since day one. And says this is a great way to get noticed. I totally agree. Did you see that shade of green that I opted for? So in a nutshell, people, I got some negativity, but what I did get was constructive criticism. Lots of it, in fact. And what that does is that shows support, but it also shows you ways that you can learn and better yourself, which is great. So thanks, guys. But right now, what I do need to do is quite simply apologise. There were so many people that gave me constructive criticism and long sentences, you know, 2 or 3 tweets. There was private messages as well, sort of reaching out and saying, look, it's okay. Here's ways you can improve. Try this, try that. Change the fonts, change the colours. And it honestly was so helpful. Truth is, I didn't make this. It was just a joke, and for some reason people believed it. A lot of people believed it. In fact, I'd say 90% of people believed it. 95, in fact, I'm up in it. Yeah, just a joke. But something I did come across was quite a few graphic designers, not only offering constructive criticism, but also there was a couple of them that seemed a little bit downhearted because this is their trade and this is something that they do, and it would be a dream for them to work alongside a Premier League footballer. I'd turn up and just get the job straight away. Or so they thought. So I replied to some of the graphic designers that got in touch, and I basically said, you know what, to put a positive spin on it, let me feature your work. So I challenged them to do their own version of what they'd just seen, the Fernandinho bit of graphics. So the brief was simple: Man City versus Bournemouth, Fernandinho, go wild. And these are the results. And well, look at them. Just look at them. All of them. There's some talented people out there, so if you need any graphics done, hit these guys up. Their links are in the description below. I'm hoping what was a prank that kind of went a little bit too far, I guess. It wasn't my fault, it's just social media sort of posts things out there. Yeah, hopefully this is a bit of a positive spin and can shed some light on some good graphic designers. That being said, someone did design this, and a bit of a joke has been made about it, and I do feel bad on the person. Even I've made a joke, so I apologise on that part. I mean, look at it. There are plenty of bits that can be improved on that. That's just a little bit easier on the eye. The green is, wow. My daughter saw that from a mile off, and she was asleep upstairs. She's great with her colours. In bed, should have seen her. Green. It's very harsh. The actual company that was responsible for this, that's right, it's a company, and someone within that company would have made this. They actually got in touch. O Club Football. They took it well. We are the company that works for Fernandinho, and we are loving the comments. Ha ha ha. Heart thing. We don't even know this, Smiv, but nice one. Sidewards crying laughter thing. I actually did a little bit more digging around and I actually tweeted this as well. Guys, we are loving your feedback. Crying laughter face, crying laughter face. Thinking about doing a contest for the next match day artwork. What do you think? I mean, what do you think? If you're a graphic designer, maybe just bombard them with some of your work. Could be a way of getting some work in. You never know. You never know. So there, a joke that kind of went too far. Hopefully we've put a positive spin on it. Let's move on, in case you missed it. And in case you missed it, in the previous video, we did ask for 300 likes. Did we get that? Of course we did, and some more on top. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna half that this time. We're gonna go big this time. 1,000 likes, 1K. Can you help me out? Drop a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel either, do me a favor. Help me feed my kids. My daughter. Help me feed my daughter. And my wife. And me. No pressure. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you. In case you missed it, we can put everything that's going on with the club right now to the side and smashed whole 8-0. It was 7-0 at half time. I'm kind of baffled how it didn't end up as more. But 8-0 it was. And right about now, I'm going to spit some stats and facts to you. This result was Wigan's biggest ever league win. The previous one came in 2017, 7-0 against Oxford United. Hull fans, did you know it's not the first time you conceded 8 goals in a league match? Oh no, I'm sure you all remember back in 1911. You lost 8-0 to Wolves. Good side though, Wolves. Good side. In terms of league record since the rebrand of the Championship in 2004. This equals the record, the previous one set by Bournemouth beating Birmingham. That's to put the G in there for the Brummies. 8-0. I think Bournemouth were away that day as well. As for whole potential relegation to League One, they'll be swapping with Wickham if it happens. However, they are yet to play fellow strugglers Luton. That's a big game. That's a huge game. Massive game. Monumental game. A significant game. An important one. An absolute nail-biter. A humdinger. You don't want to miss this. Have you had an accident in the past year that wasn't your fault? Shut up and try to watch the game. Now, I don't know the whole story, no pun, but it seems like the owners down there and the manager are sort of both to blame. No investment from the owners, and the gaffer just keeps playing the same tactics every single week. No change. It just seems like they're being run into the ground. And honestly, as a fan, you pay money every single week. Obviously not recently, but you know, generally you pay money to support this club, and it's being run by people that, I don't know, it seems like they don't care. There's far too many clubs up and down the country being run ridiculously. For Hull right now, there's a very small window to change that if they get the right results and stay in the division. However, with the owner at the helm, I mean, it's going to be very tough. I hope it all works out for them and they can bounce back to becoming a Premier League club one day. In case you missed it, poor Clive Tilsley. The ITV commentator has been dropped. Not sacked, dropped. And replacing him as the main commentator for ITV is Sam Matterface.
On the Horus counter-attacking at the other end, he's found Vyman, whose shot is about as weak as a glass of orange squash, which is 52 parts water and half a part squash.
So anyway, that's pretty strong. There's no weak at all. Notts County Poll smashed it out of the park with their response. Replacing Clive Tilsley with Sam Matterface is a bit like replacing your nan as head of the family with the bloke who built her conservatory. Brilliant. Let's hope ITV see some sense and get the man back into the helm. And if that can't be possible, at least give him his England games. He loves them. We love you, Clive. Well, some of us do. In case you missed it, someone who's not getting love right now is Claude from AFTV. Oh man, where do I start with this? Okay, we'll start with the fact that I did a video on AFTV quite a while ago, and it triggered quite a few Arsenal fans. Well, not so much Arsenal fans, but AFTV viewers. Just want to say right now, I back the platform, but I don't back racism. But Claude on a Tottenham vs Arsenal live stream on AFTV decided to say DVD's going off.
DVD's going off.
As Son left the field after being substituted. Now, understandably, this was clipped up and put everywhere on socials, and people started blasting him. And in that point, we was in a bit of a racial debate. Was it racist? Was it not? There's only one answer here as far as I'm concerned. Yes, it is racist. Now, I know in this series I've been quoting tweets and stuff, but I wouldn't want to be doing that. But there are a lot of tweets out there saying that DVD is not racist because it's a DVD. A physical thing that you put in a DVD player and watch a film on. How can that be racist? It's innocent. There's nothing bad about it. And if you are one of these people that doesn't really get it, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because if you don't get it, you don't get it. It's as simple as that. So for those that don't know, shouting DVD at an Asian is a racial slur purely because back in the day, I say back in the day, late 90s, early 2000s, you had Asians up and down the street trying to sell knockoff DVDs, basically, the latest films before they're out. And you see them anywhere. They walk into cafes, they'd walk into pubs and just trying to sell the latest films, really. I mean, it was dodgy. And now I've explained that if you weren't educated about it before, you're probably still thinking, but that ain't that bad. And it might not seem bad compared to what black people might get called, or in fact any other racial group. However, it's the fact that Claude said it. If he wanted to say that Son was going off, all he had to do was say, Son is going off. The fact that he said DVD is going off is a nod to a stereotype, and it is a racial slur. There's no levels to racism. Yes, some words may sound worse, but the fact is it's either racist or it isn't. And in this case, it was. Now, I think that what made things worse is the apology, or lack of. This was bookended into a video, I think it was a preview for a Liverpool game, which has now been taken down, by the way. And in that, it was kind of swept under the carpet as something completely different. Claude didn't own it at all. You know what? I've messed up here. I'm sorry. He tried to play it off as something else. Here you go.
And I wanted to get your take on what exactly happened.
What I said is there'd be another TV coming off. You know, what I meant is, maybe I didn't phrase it, but what I meant is that, you know, with Spurs, there's always this thing about they're doing DVDs. And if you look at Frank Lampard, he's even said that, you know, made comments about it.
Yeah, I mean...
So is Frank Lampard, is he a racist then? Because he's made comments about that, and he said, I don't want to be another... If we get beat, there's another DVD. I don't think the exact comment, but he said, if they beat us, there'll be another DVD coming out.
So number one, you've been racist, and number two, you're now lying about it. You're trying to cover it up as something else. If Claude really meant this, I mean, taking the piss out of Tottenham for producing the DVD, which is something that I often do as well. I take the piss out of our own club for making DVDs about one game. That time we beat Chelsea, that time we beat Arsenal, and this is no different. Yeah, and I tend to own it as well, because I know that we've got no titles. I know that we've got, you know, not much silverware compared to these other big clubs, so yeah, we'll celebrate these wins. But it's a way of saying it before rival fans sort of have a go at you online. Oh, stick that in the trophy cabinet. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. But anyway, that's besides the point. If Claude was really saying about Tottenham making another DVD, would he really have said, DVD's going off as Heung-min Son walks off the field. Literally the same time. I'm not buying it. What he could have said, what are the odds of Spurs making a DVD about this game? Or, you can see it now, Spurs 2, Arsenal 1, the DVD available now. And insert any other variations here. So instead of owning it and apologising, they've covered it up as something else and it's completely backfired. Harry's, the shaving brand, they sponsor the live streams, not anymore. They've pulled out, want nothing to do with AFTV ever again. And it was following that, then another statement came out from AFTV. And over the course of a few tweets, basically whittled down, they've let Claude go now. He's not going to be part of the channel. And now Robbie's in an impossible place. You cannot please anyone. They're getting a lot of stick from AFTV viewers saying that you've been too harsh on Claude. On the other side, people were saying, why have you done it now that a sponsor's dropped? If you really meant it, you should have done it before. And yeah, I have to agree, the timing of it is really bad. I've said it before, I like Robbie, he's a good guy. But this is a complete mess, and I do worry for AFTV because it's another wave of criticism towards the channel. It's not going well at all. But what I will say is, Claude, if you do happen to watch this, obviously a long shot, but educate yourself. Come back stronger, because if you can own your mistakes, that's already half of the job done. Good luck and all the best. In case you missed it, someone else that was in trouble, of course, is Manchester City Football Club. And I can confirm that they will be playing Champions League football next year. That might seem like a bit of an obvious statement considering their position in the league, but if you didn't know, they've been in trouble. They were set to be banned for 2 years from European competitions and slapped a €30 million fine from Financial Fair Play, is it? Yeah, FFP. And I think everyone just assumed that they were not going to get out of this. They were just going to have to take the fine, take the 2-year hit, and this could be the demise of Man City whilst others could climb. And then pow! In come the Court of Arbitration for Sport. They lifted the ban. No ban. Why? I don't know. I guess that'll become a bit more clear over time, but what I do know is, and I quote, that the alleged breaches were not established and some were time barred. Like expired, like run their course, not relevant anymore. I don't know. I'm no good at this legal stuff. And to tell you the truth, it bores the hell out of me. But if you do want to know a bit more, go read a book. I tried that once with Harry Potter, and just because I couldn't get beyond that first chapter of the book en route to Australia on the plane, obviously I wasn't going on any other mode of transport. Yeah, because I couldn't get past that first chapter, never read another book of Harry Potter. And that transitioned into the films. Never watched the films. But the fact is, with this Man City mess, we don't know the answers yet. But what we do know is, despite City being let off the hook, they're still being fined €10 million by UEFA, which sparks the question, how can you be cleared of everything but still get a fine? From my understanding, this is a completely separate fine from UEFA for basically not playing ball. Well, they've definitely been playing ball. Kevin De Bruyne, looking really good. But yeah, not cooperating with UEFA for simply ignoring them, which makes me think they've done something wrong. Corruption! Let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell you what, it's all doom and gloom in this one, which is why I've saved the best till last. It really is the best. No, wrong slide, that's Fernandinho. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford will become the youngest person to receive an honorary doctorate from the University of Manchester for his campaign against child poverty. Look, the news, the media, it's very negative, and we talk about bad people a lot of the time, but I guarantee you there is more good people out there than bad, but we just don't celebrate them enough. And unfortunately, the majority of these people don't have the funds, the voice, the support networks to do good. Marcus Rashford, however, good person, does have the funds, does have the support network, and does have the influence. And during lockdown, you've seen a lot of famous people with influence moaning about how tough it is for them. And I'm not downplaying their problems, but what Rashford's done is he's looked at his roots, he's looked at where he's at now, and he knows he's got an influence, and he knew that something could be done. And he did, he smashed it. He smashed it out of the park. If you didn't know, Rashford campaigned for the government to allow 1.3 million children to claim free school meal vouchers in England's summer holidays. And the award he's got is the highest one that you can get, also been given to Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson, and Bobby Charlton. Sir Bobby Charlton. So I guess, does he become Sir Marcus Rashford? The England forward said it was a proud day for myself and my family. Marcus, don't forget about us. We're proud of you too. The whole nation, mate. The whole nation was proud of you. Well done. And that, my friends, is a lovely way to end it. Hope you enjoyed this one. I know there was a lot of negativity around it, but sometimes there are hard facts that just need speaking about and addressing. Anyway, if you got this far, don't forget to hit that like button. Smash it, in fact. Smash! 1K likes. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It's much appreciated. And as I always say, I will see you in the next one. Peace.